only thing with the White Sox, I say they've been coasting into the playoffs, and Tampa Bay's been having to win. It just depends on who gets hot.
The Philadelphia Eagles do have an opportunity.
To be honest, I thought you were going to say the Atlanta Falcons.
No, fuck no.
Oh god, yeah, that would have been warranted.
Paul George to show up again, and they need Reggie Jackson to be the best point guard left standing outside of Trae Young, who's hurt.
Oh, well, I guess Keith was here. Keith is no longer here. What is going on? It is episode 6 of the MV3 podcast with Keith and Tbone. Keith was sitting here with me, and then he vanished. I don't really know where he's at. Very interesting. I don't know how we're going to play this because Keith is not here, but he was. Sweet. Okay. We'll find out. No problem. Not a big deal. I'll handle it. What is going on, guys? We are back for another episode. It's going to be some picks, some playoff baseball. Games are going on right now. Detroit just beat the Astros 5-2 in Game 2 to win the series 2-0. They are on their way to the ALDS. The Royals and Orioles are playing also right now. Kansas City leads that series 1-0. The Royals are also up 1-0 in the game, currently in the top of the 5th. They blanked the Orioles last night. We'll kind of see how this goes. Let's see. I'm going to try to text Keith and see where the fuck he's at, because this is... Who knows? Let's see. Let me pull something up. I'm going to pull the game up. Not the game. Our Weddle game. Play again. Okay, let's share the screen. Present. Share screen. Weddle. There we go. We're going to look at that. Let's go. First pick. Ooh, first pick. Give me Aaron Rodgers. To an old... Okay. 6'2" quarterback in the NFC. Man, now I have to think about it. .62" quarterback in the NFC. Jordan Love is tall. Jared Goff seems to be pretty tall. Caleb Williams seems taller. How about a Sam Darnold? Okay. Sam Darnold 6'3". Okay, not in the North. How about the East? The NFC East. NFC East quarter Dak. There we go. Done and done. Let's go hard mode. So this was last time. I don't know why this isn't the... Interesting. Okay, now we're back. Stop sharing that. Present. Boom. We're back. Weddle hard. Let's go. First pick. Ooh. Let's go defensive player. Hassan. No. Kenny Moore. Defensive back for the Colts. So it is a DB under 29, taller than 5'9" in the AFC. DB in the AFC North. Eric Stokes. Okay. So he's number under 21. I was so dumb. He's in the AFC. Sauce Gardner. Okay. AFC North. AFC North. How about Minka Fitzpatrick? Okay. So he's in the AFC West. Oh, I think we have Keith here.
Sometimes you have technical difficulties and you got to figure it out, but you figure it out and now you're on to the show. Okay.
All right. Well, I already solved the first Weddle. That
ready?
Yeah, it was a quarterback. Pretty easy. It didn't go long.
Who was it?
Right. Dak Prescott is who it ended up being.
God.
But now we're on DBs, and we need an AFC West DB who I believe is 20. He's got to be 28. A 28-year-old with a number under 20 in the AFC West. Who's the guy who went from the Titans? Sneed? L'Jarius Sneed.
L'Jarius Sneed? Ooh, good one.
Oh, I thought. Oh no, he came from the Chiefs.
Oh, we might be in trouble here. Okay.
AFC West.
Corners for the Chiefs.
Right. Or the Chargers. Derwin James. Let's knock that.
What? Oh, yeah. It's DB. I'm stupid. Not corner. DB. Just all around. Oh, wow.
I just said, you know what? Derwin James, let's just throw him out there. Let's just put him out there. He's in the West. Sniped it. Let's do it. That's wow.
That was a snipe. That's ridiculous.
Hey, that's why we do it sometimes. Not a problem.
Wow.
We're here. So you caught me a little off guard by just disappearing in the intro. That was nice.
The music started playing and the internet didn't play.
It just stopped. Okay, good to know. You literally just disappeared, and I was like,
yeah.
All right, I wasn't really prepared for this. I kind of gave an update. Detroit beat Houston 2-0 in the ALDS series, beat them today 5-2. The Royals are currently up on the O's, 1-0, both in series and in current game, going into the bottom of the fifth. We have the Mets, Brewers. The Brewers, that's why we're early tonight for everyone. The Brewers are dying tonight, thank the Lord. Then you have Braves, Padres. San Diego leads that series 1-0. Mets lead the Brewers series 1-0 as well. Let's talk about it. Talk about it. How's your Brewers? How are you feeling? Are you confident?
How am I feeling? Hold on, I'm going to share this real quick.
Oh, can't wait. What is it?
Sharing our live feed. Okay, how am I feeling?
Oh yeah. How you feeling about the Brewers?
What's up? So how?
Appreciate
it's
that.
Spam.
Hey, no, we love this.
You like spam?
No, I don't think this is spam.
I don't even know what that is.
Don't lie to me.
I was like Alfredo.
No, that doesn't seem like
that's
spam.
No.
Hey, Keith, he's trying.
Wiggles
he
works.
That's not spam. Why would that be spam? That's not someone you know.
Alfredo.
You don't know Alfredo Wiggles works?
What's up and actually be my friend.
Hey, he said.
Hurt my feelings.
Yeah. See? Boom. Alfredo knows.
What the fuck is this?
Alfredo knows that he knows you.
Alfredo.
Pizza by Alfredo or Alfredo's Pizza? Which one are you? People want to know. I love this.
Anyways, I don't know who that is. I swear to God.
What? I don't believe you. I feel like I'm being put on right now. I don't believe you. The first 10 minutes of this episode is absolutely wild. How, as a Brewers fan, how are you feeling today? How are you feeling? Are you
well, I was red angry yesterday.
Okay. Sure.
Just rage. More rage. Yeah, so it's there's something wrong with this franchise, and I haven't pinpointed because like people say like so random, like the baseball playoffs are so random, but why is it that the Brewers have now lost 10 out of 11 playoff games? That doesn't seem very random.
You move on from your manager. Thank you very much.
And that's the problem. Like, why? You leave your manager, and then we're going to blame the next manager.
Yeah, I believe it. Makes sense. I believe it.
You know who Alfredo is. It's fucked up.
Yeah, so here's the thing. You get rid of your manager. Thank you very much. I'm so glad he is my manager. It's my favorite.
No, you're not.
I love Craig Counsell. Absolutely. 100%. Here's the thing, and I said this. People are going, oh, he doesn't manage bullpen well. That might be a fair criticism. Okay? However, he is happy to let young players play the game. The Cubs boast a very strong and highly rated MLB pipeline or farm system, and David Ross would opt for aging veterans who aren't performing. And like if we had David Ross as our manager, we would not have ended up getting as Pete Crow Armstrong as our everyday center fielder, which he absolutely needed to be. His defense is Gold Glove level already. Had some mistakes, it's fine. But he is a Gold Glove caliber center fielder, and he just needed the time to adjust. And he didn't hit out of this world, but he has speed, he makes plays, and without Counsell being there to let the young guy figure his shit out. Same with Michael Busch at first, guy we got from the Dodgers. These young guys aren't developing with the Cubs. That was there was the problem. They bring them up and sit them on the bench. I wanted Counsell because what was it? Garrett Mitchell, Joey Ortiz, Blake Perkins, Curio now, but not last year. But they have this long history of having good farm guys who get to play right away because of Counsell and being a small market team. They need them to play. The Cubs need them to play to then parlay them into either good players or trade pieces that can play at the MLB level. So I love Craig Counsell. I don't care what anyone says. Year one, you can't manage a shitty bullpen, okay? Not his fault they're curving a 91-mile-per-hour fastball down center. So, as a Cubs fan, I love Craig Counsell. Thank you very much. He's a Wisconsin guy. Why would I not like him? Duh. But for the Brewers, you have the same problems that you've seen. You win. Oh, you overperform. Your rotation is not nearly as good as it has been with Burns, Woodruff, Peralta being the third. Now Peralta's the guy. And it's not that they're bad. Peralta's good.
So did you watch the game last night?
Hell no.
Okay. Well, Freddie got pulled after, I think it was 4.
I saw a lot of people complaining on Facebook and Twitter. So I saw that happen, but I did not watch the game.
Yeah, he got pulled after 4. And when he got pulled after 4, he was looking good at the time. So he could have pitched the 5th. We went to, but it's such a fine line in the playoffs. I think the problem is Murphy kind of looking at, but I can't say Craig did any better sometimes in the bullpen situations the last few years. But you have Murphy looking at like stats. He's 5th inning, Freddie Peralta, 7 ERA. 7. So you got that, and then you have Pyumps, who in the last 30 starts is like ERA under 1. He should have been out of the inning. He forgot to cover first base. I mean, just little things that get magnified in the playoffs that this team does, and it just seems like the lights are always too bright, and it drives me insane. I go crazy every single time it happens, and it doesn't matter what happened. It just continues and continues to happen. I haven't even given a thought of them winning today. Like, that's how mad I am. I'm just like, why would they win today? And I'm not even mad about the pitching, like Frankie Montas or anything about that, because I think he is probably one of our best chances. Sean Manaea has better numbers, but it's not like Sean Manaea is some like out of the level of Frankie Montas. It's just, who makes mistakes? And the Brewers always make terrible mistakes at the end in the playoffs. They do it every time. Drives me nuts. It doesn't matter who's pitching. It doesn't matter who's playing the field. Yelich being out, there's literally no excuse at this point. I don't care who's out. There's literally no excuse for you not to win one of these wild card series in the last how many years?
Yelich has been out for most of the season. So it's not like this is some
exactly.
So it's not like it's some new development that you have to now fill the 2, 3, or 4 spot in your lineup. Like, Woodruff has been hurt most of the year too, right? Has he pitched at all this year?
No, so that's another thing. They signed him, and he had Tommy John, but the problem is they signed him knowing he was getting Tommy John. So it's like, yes, we're not healthy, like for sure, but the fact that we're not healthy and you still signed him. So like you still signed him.
Over Burns, who at times looked like the AL Cy Young.
Well, they were never bringing him back.
But I'm saying you could have and I understand that. But at some point, you could have picked one or the other. You could have at least made an effort at Burns. It seemed like they didn't even make an effort.
Oh no. They see, that's the thing. So they're not going to rate that. That's the thing with the ownership. They are going to moneyball themselves out of the thing. But again, that's not an excuse, because last year the Diamondbacks, same kind of payroll the Diamondbacks had, and they still beat us. So the Mets, huge payroll. They're beating. It doesn't really matter. But the way they build the team, you have to build the team for October. And I don't think they did that this year. Last year, they're like, oh, Burns, Woodruff. Like, they shouldn't have lost last year, but they surely didn't build it this year where the starting pitching is good enough to go anywhere in the playoffs. And the problem is, it's not that the Mets starting pitching is really any better. Luis Severino, come on. But there's the difference, though, too. You're in a game that's close, and Severino, they still push him out there for 6 to save their bullpen for the rest of the series. And we threw like 4 arms. It's like, why? It's game 1. You have to win 2. You let your starter go, and the vibes seem to be low because everyone was pissed in the clubhouse, it seemed, because they pulled Freddie.
And he even said that. He kind of referenced that.
It's just,
but so this happened in between our recording on Monday and the start of the game, which is hilarious. What is Ignacio doing? Saying like, oh yeah, that was probably Willie's last game, like regular season game. Yeah, okay, it sucks. Hey, dipshit, you can resign your superstar shortstop, right? You are allowed to sign your good players. And I'm just like, I saw someone post like, "What a way to jazz up the boys before a playoff series."
Yeah,
like,
that's
like, what are we doing?
Like
no, I don't want to like point laugh because I'm a Cubs fan. It is what it is, but it's comical that, like, if you look at just Wisconsin sports, we're both born and raised in Wisconsin. You don't live here anymore, but you get it.
I had to leave.
Right, you had to leave. Like the Packers, small market team, history of success. The Bucks, small market team. We have arguably the best player in the world. Top 5, guaranteed. Small market team. We have a history of success. The Bucks. They won a championship a couple years ago. They were good with Kareem and Oscar and all that. We had some down years, but the Brewers have never been successful up until this last 15 years. They haven't been bad. They haven't been bad.
No, the last
They've
decade,
been pretty solid. They've been pretty solid. Like sometimes they win the division, sometimes they're second. You're usually competing to okay. They're never bottom of the barrel. Fair to say, they're never awful. But even when they're good, they're not great. The closest was 08 with CC. And isn't that the last time they won a playoff series? Am I wrong about that? When CC got traded midseason,
no,
and he went like 11-0 in like 12 games or something.
2018, we made the NLCS.
Oh, okay, cool. But like, I don't remember. Like, I don't remember.
Yeah, well,
I don't follow.
That was when we lost in Game 7 to the Dodgers.
Oh, I do remember that. That was awesome. That was awesome. I do remember that. Okay, but still, so like, even when another point when the lights are biggest, Game 7, nut up or shut up, go to the World Series.
That team though, I can't blame that team.
That team was better.
The team was better, yes, way better. But I can't blame that team because they lost. Like, I mean,
what was that Yelich's?
I can accept that, but
was that Yelich's MVP year?
Yes.
And then Locane was also right behind him.
Yes.
Woodruff hit the home run.
Yes, I was at the game.
Woodruff hit the home run. I don't think Peralta was around yet. Burns was still young. I think Woodruff was out of the bullpen at that point.
No, Woody was a starter. Burns was out of the bullpen at that point.
Okay, I was like, I knew one of them was.
Reliever. They pitched like Hader.
Who was their third reliever? Because they had Hader and Williams, didn't they?
Jeffries.
There, yeah. I was like, they're so. I don't know, man. Like,
I haven't even thought that this is the problem. I have not even thought about them winning in like an hour or so. Haven't even thought about them winning. That's sad. That's sad. But like, I texted in one of my group chats. Imagine if they won.
To what? Get their heart broken tomorrow?
Imagine if they won one game.
Even if they win, do you have any confidence in them? Who the fuck are they throwing Game 3?
Oh, it's Tobias Myers.
How do you feel about Tobias Myers in a clinching
game? I actually
game?
think he's been one of our.
If anything, you're hoping you looking at Freddie, be like, hey, can you go another 4 or 5?
No.
Can you?
No, I think Myers has pitched better than him.
At times.
Even Savali has at times, but he's out of the bullpen.
I'll just throw Devin Williams. Fuck it. Give the
I see. The thing is, that's a situation that I know for a fact if the game is close, that is going to be a situation tonight where it's like, oh, the Brewers are up 2-1, and they throw him in like the fucking 8th, and it's like, wait, whoa, relax.
If we win, we got to play tomorrow.
If we win.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be like, oh, we had to do it. It's do or die. It's just,
Yeah.
I just want it to be. Maybe they just blow them up.
Sure.
You're right. You gave up 8 runs last night. You're not blowing anyone out. But like,
no home runs, by the way. No home runs.
I know. It was just
which is a lot worse.
Base hit. The annoying thing about it is you go down in the 5th 8-4 and then 17 outs in a row. If that isn't like a vibes have been low in the locker room, I don't know what else is. And it starts with that. The owner's a dumbass. Owner's an idiot. You're pulling the pitcher early. Players are complaining about it. It's just not good. So if they lose tonight, it's from the top down. It always is. But
hey, you know what? I'll make you. You know what? We can trade shortstops. You can take Willie. You can take Swanson. I'll take Willie Adames.
I would do that due to the fact that we're not going to sign him. So I'll get somebody.
At least you get something for it, and you can eat that contract.
Right, and that's what they did with Burns. They decided to get something for Burns, which is nice.
At least that guy's on the playoff roster. That's a positive.
He starts, but
not in any game that matters. Not in the first 3 games that matter. You're not throwing Hall out there.
Right. And, Joey Ortiz, they got 2 in that deal.
Yeah, he's better. He's been better.
He's probably going to be the starting shortstop now that Willie is just proclaimed basically dead after this year. So, to Milwaukee.
Yeah. Okay, so what are some bets of the playoffs that you say are going to surprise some people? What do you got?
Okay, well, yesterday I made I was doing bad, so I decided to, throw something crazy out there after watching them play one game. Royals to win the American League pennant, plus 500. Yeah, I pretty much I dropped the bomb on it. I felt like, the Royals have the makings to do it, but now the Tigers are showing like they're having the Cinderella kind of making to make that run. I think they have better starting pitching, Kansas City. It's 1-1. They just got out of bases loaded, nobody out.
And then Cedric Mullins hit a jack to tie it.
He hit the jack. Then the bases were loaded, nobody out. They got out of it. Nothing. Bobby Witt's that guy too. Vinny Pasquantino's back. He's 2 for 3 today. Right, exactly.
After being out for a month. So
Salvi, he's a good story. He's getting.
I would love a Kansas City. Can it be Kansas City, Detroit? Is that possible?
Yeah,
no?
If you beat each other in the next round. I mean, if they beat the Indians, so the not the Indians. Sorry, Guardians play the Tigers interdivision matchup.
Okay. And then the winner takes on.
Well, the Yankees play the winner of the Orioles Royals. That's the thing. Like, I think
the Yankees suck.
Yeah, I'm not on the Yankees this year, so I thought about it, and the Royals have been stumbling here, and I was like, you know what? Why not? Why not the Royals?
Why not us?
I mean, I'm not rooting for the Yankees, so you might as well put yourself in position to root against them heavily.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. All right, I like it. Let's get into some real sports. I can't say that. Baseball is such a hard sport.
Yeah, it is.
Let's get into some football. Monday night, as we were recording 2 days ago, we had a good game and a shit game. The Titans somehow put up 31 points, not because the Dolphins are because the Dolphins are bad. Am I surprised at that? I'm just surprised that Mason Rudolph led team could score 31 points.
The Dolphins.
The under looked real good again. Dolphins are so bad.
I've been telling everyone here that the Dolphins are so bad. Just saying, they're not making the playoffs.
Yeah, they're not good. That game ended up 31-12. It was never really fun to watch. Never
awful.
Worth a shit. However, on the other side, you have the Lions Seahawks going 42-29, Lions winning. This game was 21-7 at half. Going into the fourth, it was 20-35. 35-20 going into the fourth.
Yes. Well, they went for 2, the Seahawks, at one point when they were down.
So then becomes 29. What was it? 35-29 at some point, right?
No. It was, I think
they never scored again?
35-27.
35-20. Okay.
There was a safety.
That's what it was. I was like, I thought they were within a score or something.
It was 42-27, and then it was Jared Goff safety.
Yeah, 35-27. They got it within 8. Then they scored a touchdown. Stopped Seattle got stopped. Safety, interception, end of game, blah, blah, blah.
Monday Night Football, both games had safeties. That's rare. Just
that's very that's should have parlayed that into something. That'd been
oh my god. Yeah.
That's wild. We do go back to only one game this next week. I don't know how I like the 2 games. I'm not really a huge fan about it. Oh, what is this?
No. I don't know about
what is this? What is Brewers? No, they're not. We're away from baseball here, okay? Brewers suck. We're not talking about the Brewers.
We'll just. It's a good point.
No, they're not. What? They could be.
It's a good point.
Can be.
We need you to go to Detroit and get that one, and then LA for Quorum.
I should have just got them both when I saw them when they beat Michigan or beat Ohio State.
Week 1. Should have went to week 1. Rams.
They were all there. They were there.
Yeah. So Monday Night Football.
What are we talking about here, man?
The double games are kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't like them.
I agree with you. I'm not really a fan either. They're doing another And I think it's in 4 weeks. I looked just to see if they would ever do this again. I'm like, please don't. And they are. So one of the games is going to be on ESPN Plus exclusive. It's going to be the Chargers at the Cardinals. And I might just go to that game just to avoid the double thing.
And avoid watching on ESPN.
Yeah, just one. Just do the one.
The jerseys are game worn. People are asking. They are game worn. Thank you very much. So we got good games. I don't know about that. But we got Bucks Falcons to kick off Thursday. But then we have the first international game. So we get a full Sunday slate of NFL football. Get up early.
Now, wait. Question. Timeout. Are you a fan of the London games?
No.
Okay.
I'm not opposed to them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like betting them. Let me see.
I agree. But you have to. I feel like
I say that. And I definitely bet one of my picks of the week is that game. That is. I forgot it was London. But I'll keep it because I already made the bet. I'll keep it. Not a problem. But yeah,
I'm a fan. I just think you get wire-to-wire football.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can start early enough, and then you kind of have that little bit of like an hour and a half lull in between.
I'm going to be honest.
All right, maybe I could grab like a brunch or like a breakfast with the woman and then come back. You could do that. That's possible.
The woman is out of town this weekend, so there's no brunch. We're just going straight to the drinks, I think, at 6:30.
Just straight to the drinks.
Just straight to the drinks. And 6:30 in the morning here, you can't get better.
6:30 in the morning, we are fucking getting hammered, and we are watching football all day. Get ready. I love it.
Sunday.
Especially since it's your team. Your boys are playing.
I know. That makes it a lot more important.
Easier? Obviously. Is that easier to get up for that? I would assume so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Way easier to get up for. But in the same sense, it's like if you do lose that game,
your whole day is fucked.
Your day is not good. But luckily, the Vikings have put themselves at 4-0. So if we lose, I'm not that mad. It's like
Aaron Rodgers got you again. Like,
okay, well, now you're making it worse. So we have to win now.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess, okay. Since we're talking NFL, any big games before we get to our NFL bets? Some of us go to church. Don't sleep on that. I watch online. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's online.
Big games. So I didn't think this week, when I was looking it over, there is a couple of them, I think, in the early slate. Otherwise, the matchups aren't as good. There's a lot of closer spreads, though.
Like I'm staying away from the Dolphins-Patriots. That game, no one's watching that game.
Let me see. Wait. Spreads this week under 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 games.
I only count 4 games that aren't under, and one of them's at 4. All the others are under 3.
Well, I got 3 and under. 3 and under. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm saying there's 4 that aren't, or that are over 3. And one of them is 4, so it's still close.
Mind you, that makes picking games like this week is a trap for gamblers because you see those numbers and it's coin flips. These games are coin flips, most of them.
There's one game that is low that is my favorite play of the week.
Okay, well,
so we can get into
that. Let's start it.
Sure. All right. So we're going to do the picks, the NFL picks. Here are my NFL picks. I'm going to go just rattle them off and we can talk about them. All right. My first NFL pick of the week, Vikings money line. I just said I don't want to bet international games, and here I fucking am forgetting it's international games.
Okay,
that's fine.
Would you take them minus the 2.5?
No.
So you're going to pay the juice.
Yeah. I think they're going to win. I think they're better than the Jets right now, so give me the Vikings money line. Next is my favorite play of the week, and let's talk about it more after I drop the third game. Ravens minus 2.5 against the Bengals. we talked about it last Monday. Ravens, we think, are the best team in the AFC by a mile right now, possibly the NFL. Bengals obviously had their struggles. Give me the Ravens -2.5. And finally, give me the rookie gunslinger, the number one quarterback in fantasy, Jaden Icy McDaniels. Jaden Daniels, Commanders money line. Those are my 3 picks. Those are my NFL picks. We can discuss.
Well, hold on. We got the comments want the Thursday night rundown. I can give them the Thursday night rundown.
Yeah, listen, man. We got picks to go over. I got over my picks. Now we can talk about some other stuff.
I can get you the Thursday night rundown pretty quick.
No
we got
problem.
Tampa and Atlanta. Atlanta is favored by 1.5, over under 44.
Yep.
Tampa is coming off a big win against the Eagles. The Falcons barely won again. I think they've won by 2-1 this year. That is the Kirk Cousins special, let me tell you. -1.5. That's a weird game. Again, a coin flip game. And I don't bet the Falcons out of absolute hate for Kirk Cousins.
He's your quarterback.
Yeah, no, I hate him. There you go.
It's a strong word.
Yeah, well, I don't like the guy. Anyways,
all right.
So
you like the over?
The over. Not really, not really, because what I see here. So Thursday night games, also the primetime games, and Thursday nights historically go to the under a lot. That's short the week. First thing. Short weeks. Baker Mayfield, as good as he's been, he hasn't been as special as the 3-1 record says. I think so. In my opinion, he's 13th in QBR right now. Not bad. It's good.
Likes that stat. No one likes
I'm
that
just saying.
I'm
bringing some stats. And so for me, going against the Falcons defense, it's probably his toughest road game right now, I would say, other than the Lions early in the year. But this is prime time. Atlanta's super hyped up.
They have to go. They have to go to Kansas City later.
Yeah, I mean, as of now.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
So, as much as I don't like primetime Kirk Cousins, again, this game is a coin flip. I think primetime Kirk Cousins has kind of got over it in the past year or so, and he won the Monday night game against the Eagles, remember. So, if I had to pick a team, I think Kirk Cousins can get after the Tampa defense. I don't think the Tampa defense is very good. The Eagles had a bunch of yards last week. I don't know what happened. We didn't talk about them. We're not talking about them. So I would take the Falcons at home with that.
Oh God.
I'm so
glad that we disagree on this.
I'm not betting it.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you a player specific question.
Yes.
Are you a believer in Kyle Pitts, or is he just the worst player in the NFL right now?
He's not the worst player in the NFL, but am I a believer? No.
Okay.
No, because we're at the point with him.
I'm so done hearing about him being a generational athlete, good player.
I think you're right.
I'm out. On the flip side, I'm going to give you my spicy take of the week. Mike Evans, 2 touchdowns, 100 yards receiving.
Okay.
He has come alive last game. It's a divisional game. Right?
Yeah, I think yes.
You know who shows up when it's time to play? Big Mike. Big Mike is here to play. Personal anecdote. This is my favorite story of Mike Evans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A couple years ago, I was down in Tampa for call it a barbecue. It wasn't really a barbecue. We some people know. But I have a relationship. I have a friendship with Nick Marks, big, massive streamer. Okay, we were at a game, right?
Okay.
Or we're at this event. The after party. We're in Tampa. We're right across the street from Raymond James Stadium.
Been there.
After party, private party, blah blah blah. Mike Evans. I'm on a rooftop bar in Tampa. By the beach, 2:30 in the morning, maybe even later. hammered drunk. Hammered. Okay? Mike Evans is there. Mike Evans is there. I text my friends and my brother, whatever his unders are, hammer them. I don't care. There's no way this guy's getting up for a noon game. No shot. He'll be there, pro athlete. I wake up. I'm still recovering in bed in my Tampa Airbnb. This guy had like 120 yards and like 2 touchdowns.
Ooh.
It's one of the most impressive like feats I've ever seen. Knowing like 8 hours prior, my eyes were glassed over. Maybe it was my like revisionist history. I was so fucked up. I assumed he was. Maybe he wasn't. But I know the time, and he was there with us.
That's great. That is interesting.
I lost a lot of people money that game. I lost a lot of money.
A lot of pro athletes have been proven to be able to do that.
They're just animals, okay? Yeah. They're just different breed of people. But I'm all on the Mike Evans train. Always have been, always will be. Give me Mike Evans, 2 touchdowns, 100 yards this game. Hammer it.
I'm just going to say it. I'm going with the historical facts here on Thursday nights and primetime unders. I think it's going to be the under. I think Baker's going to underperform this game, and I think Kirk Cousins does probably just enough. But, you know, Kirk, it's not like the offense is moving without clunks with Kirk. You know, it's always going to be long drive, take a sack. He's at the 40, take a sack, he's back at the 50, stuff like that. But also, if I had a player prop, I think I would just go Drake London with anything like a touchdown or maybe catches over, because Drake London, to me, I was not as high as some were at the beginning of the year. I think he's kind of got a rapport now a little bit with Kirk. And I think when that happens, Kirk starts to like just zone in and throw to you over and over. That's what he's done for a long time. That's my thought process.
I'm out on Drake London. I'll never pick him or draft him.
I don't like the Falcons. I don't like the Falcons.
You sound like you like the Falcons. That's what
I like the Falcons in this game, unfortunately, because I think it's a good fade spot after last week for the Buccaneers. But I'll take the under. The game sucked.
There's your Thursday night preview.
There you go. Thank you.
Give me your NFL picks back to back. Give me your picks, and then we'll talk about them.
Okay.
Go ahead.
First game, one of the marquee matchups, I think, this week. Well, I'm pretty sure. Bills, Texans over. Pump the over, pump the over. Am I allowed to say it or just keep going?
Keep going. We'll talk after.
We'll keep going. We'll get back to it. Okay. Next, that's over 47, by the way. If it gets up to 50, don't do it. Saints, Monday Night Football. Saints +6 against the Chiefs. I don't think – I said this on Monday, I think. Chiefs not covering big spreads. Anyways, next up, the Commies. I'm with you. I'm going to take the points, though. I'm not scared. You know, some people went 1-5 last week. Some people went 5-1. You have to do what you have to do.
I went a little bit safer than you did. That makes sense. Let's talk about that game. I think. Hold on, there might be gunshots at my house. Hold on, you talk.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep going. He might prayers. Commies versus. I said
we're
prayers.
Good.
That's
yeah, I heard that. We're good. Yeah, so talk Commanders Browns. Yeah,
it's a disaster. The Browns right now. It's a disaster. Watson can't move the ball. This is the weird thing, though. Like, a lot of people are waiting for that Jaden Daniels. Like, he's going up right now. And, you know, usually with quarterbacks, they kind of come down a bit. Yeah, it's up and down ride sometimes in their rookie year. I don't think this is the week. I don't. I think it's going to start eventually when they start playing, like, in divisional games and such. But I don't think this is the week. The Browns are an absolute train wreck. I don't think Deshaun is he bottom 5 in the league right now?
He's bottom 32. Okay.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Give me Malik Willis over Jameis Winston. Not Jameis Winston.
He's bad. Watson. We're going to see how actually bad he is because the Washington defense hasn't been very good.
Yeah. Give me Joe Flacco over this shithead.
I agree with that right now.
So as you kind of saying, like Daniels and his trajectory, next week after the Browns, he's at Baltimore. There's your stumble probably. And if he's a real baller and he comes out, oh my God, I'm just going to say right now, if you're going to bet him Offensive Rookie of the Year, you do it before the Ravens game, because if he balls out, and maybe he doesn't win, but if it's a 31-28, it's a good game and he battles Lamar, that's going neg 300.
Yeah.
So there's a little preview for next week's preview.
So if the Ravens and Commies win this week, what do you think the spread is for that one?
I think it's got to be probably one of the highest on the slates.
Really?
My guess?
If the Commies are 4-1, I'm hoping it's not that high.
Are you saying the spread or the point total? Sorry.
Spread.
Ravens 3.5, and I don't like.
Yeah, I was thinking 4, and I would still take the Ravens at that point.
4.5 to 5 seems like a lot.
Yeah, 7 or something. Don't do that to me.
No, if you're going to say Ravens minus 7.5, I'm taking the Commanders.
Right, exactly.
So,
I don't want that. I want to bet the Ravens.
Okay, so that's kind of that game. Your Monday night special, Saints.
My Monday night special.
That is a midnight special if I've ever heard one.
Yeah,
that's something you get in the back room of a off-brand Louis Vuitton dealer in the back alleys of Vegas. Hey man, I got you. It's gonna be Saints +6 in Kansas City. It's like, what the fuck are we talking about, guys?
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But 3-0 last week.
Go ahead.
I said it on Monday. I do not like right now the injuries. I think there's an adjustment period here, even for the Chiefs. And it might just be an adjustment for a half. I mean, you might have the Saints up by 7, 10 at halftime, and they still lose the game, but I bet they cover at that point, is what I'm trying to say. I just think they're running Kareem Hunt this week?
They are.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt. I mean, fine. What year is it? But
it's not 2018.
Yeah. I mean, there's that. And then who are they throwing to receivers wise? It's weird in the NFL. Like sometimes guys, like younger guys at least, only know specific positions in the offense. Some of them don't. Like I've heard this with the Vikings, Jalen Naylor. He didn't know all the positions of wide receivers in his first 2 years. You're going to be throwing in guys like Justin Watson and stuff. They might not know every single position. I don't know.
Okay, but Justin Watson has been around for at least a full year. So has some of the tight ends. I could see this being more of like a 12 personnel game with Kelsey and like who was it, Noah Gray or someone else. I think they have a third guy there, not the guy they drafted. I can see more 12 personnel and kind of get those guys, especially now that they have time to game plan for it. And Rashee Rice, unless something happened, I don't believe he's on IR yet. So he's not fully out, but he's out for this week, obviously.
Right.
You have Mecole, who's been there for a while. Not that I'm a big fan of Mecole Hardman.
Yeah.
But some of their backups have at least been in the Reed system. So you would hope that, this guy plays Z, he doesn't know how to play X or Y, or vice versa. And you go, oh, shit. I think what they're going to do is it's a big Xavier-worthy game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the natural progression. We called our shot. I called my shot week 1, and then he went off for a touchdown and had like 20 points week 1. Kind of backed off. Rashee Rice kind of took off. I think Xavier Worthy gets the biggest jump in this. Don't start betting Kelsey props. He still sucks, and he's still on the Eras tour.
But don't you think he needs to step it up again?
He did play. He played better last week. I think he had like 6 for 80 or something.
I'm just saying, yeah,
you're not wrong. He needs to step it up. But
Saints defense too.
I don't like the Saints. I don't like the Saints
too.
I'm out on the Saints.
The Saints defense. I'm not really in on them either. I just don't like at margin right now the Chiefs. It's more so fading. As crazy as that sounds, it's more so fading the Chiefs. I think the Saints defense too. Like they've gotten stops when they needed to in certain games. They lost the last game because of a pass interference. Like and they lost by 2. They're not losing by many points. Their 2 losses are by 3 and 2. I mean, so I could see this again happening by 4. I'll say, I don't know, 27-23, something like that. That still gets us there. So that's my thought process. More so fading the Chiefs.
That's fair. All right, let's get into your last pick of the week. The Bills-Texans. You have the over at 47. I don't hate it.
Love it.
Both teams kind of need a resurgence.
Yep.
Both could do it against their defenses. I think Houston has a better defense.
Maybe.
But the Bills need to step it up if they're going to stay on pace for a playoff, not like a playoff berth, but like being ready for the playoffs. I can see this being pretty lopsided for the Texans.
Wow.
I just kind of get that feeling that the Bills aren't going to right their ship in 1 week.
Yeah.
But I think they do eventually. No doubt. I'm not out on the Bills. And Josh Allen, smoking hot girlfriend. Not the point. Just
don't even know who she is.
You don't know who Haley Steinfeld
is? Keep going.
Haley Steinfeld.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do. Yes, I do know.
Yeah, of course we know her. She's from Pitch Perfect.
It doesn't really matter.
She's great. Yeah, it does. She's awesome. Okay.
Well, okay. All right.
But I'm out. I'm out this week. Give me the Texans. If I had to pick the game, I'm going Texans. And I like the over because I think it could be a 47 to like 26 game, like similar to the Seahawks-Lions game. Seahawks-Lions game. It got up there a little bit at the end. I like it. I might tail this.
I like the fact that I think it's just a little low. Like I thought it would be at about 50. It's kind of stayed around 47. Josh Allen resurgence is what I'm banking on. Last week they scored 10 points. I don't think he does that again. I'm not. Again, I said I wasn't sold on him all the way, but I do think he's going to resurge to the point where they're going to put up at least 20 this game. And if they put up 20 at least, you're going to get something from C.J. Stroud. That team's got Tank Dell coming back this week. All their wide receivers are back.
Nico's the number 1 wide receiver in fantasy right now, so obviously he's been playing really well. All you're looking for is 7 touchdowns.
Yeah,
there's 7 touchdowns.
Ton of throwing the ball. I think Mixon's he didn't practice today, and Pierce didn't practice today, so it's going to be like Cam Akers again. But I think this just leads to throwing, especially if Josh Allen gets behind. Well, if he gets ahead, Stroud's going to be slinging it.
But yeah, 100%. If either one of them gets behind, they have the weapons to. They have the quarterbacks and weapons to sling the ball. The Texans obviously more. So also little sneaky bet. Maybe Bill's first drive touchdown.
Ooh.
They have to start off hot. Otherwise, they're behind the ball, and here comes CJ with his weapons. Bing, bang, boom. I still lost to Michigan all the time. Bing, bang, boom. No problem.
I like this. Maybe I'll do first drive for both teams and see if I can win one. Profit.
Whoa.
Profit.
But, yeah, I like the game. I think it's going to be a fun game. I hope it's not like a big stinker for some reason.
I think it's going to be fun.
We are due for another Rams-Chiefs game from a couple years ago on how fun and electric that game was.
Whoa. Remember Vikings-Bills like 2 years ago?
Shut up.
That game was fantastic.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Colts-Vikings game on the comeback.
No, that was like a comeback. But Vikings-Bills was like back and forth. 2 years ago. Just saying, one of the better games I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, but no one was really anticipating that.
Yeah, we were like 7-1 right there.
No one really cares about the Vikings. It's just.
But their live win total right now is 11.5. It started at 6.5. That's insane.
So,
by the way,
I like it. Let's go into your upset of the week because then we are going to parlay that. Which, for the newcomers, that means put together and bet on it. We're going to parlay those together because we have the same college football upset.
Need our touchdown, too.
And we'll go that way. Oh, you know what? You start about your upset of the week. I forgot to grab my touchdown guy.
I'll figure it out quick. I'll start. Upset of the week, Devontae Adams. He said he's never going to play for the Raiders again, basically, in the nicest way possible. I heard Saints or Jets today. I wish he could get traded to the Saints before Monday night. But anyways, I like the Raiders to rally around the team because they're 2-2 right now, Bo Nix and the Broncos. I think that's like overachieving even for them. The Raiders aren't good. The Broncos aren't good. If you can get +3, just take the money line. I think it's +2.5. Take the money line with the Raiders. What is it? Minshew, is he the quarterback right now? Yes.
He is.
Minshew will be fine. He's played so many teams. It doesn't matter how good the defense is for Denver. I think they're a little bit overpriced because of what they just did to the Jets. That's my thought process. I think when you put a weird situation, professionals rally around the team, and I think the Raiders do that this week against the Broncos.
Okay, so now I hate that I'm doing this. I've already shitted on international games and betting them, but if someone's going to show out for an international game, it's Jetta Jefferson.
So you're saying that would be 5 touchdowns in 5 games?
He also has a streak on the line, so you don't think they have a little bit of not a priority, but they have to give him the fucking football. It's Jefferson.
Now,
so that is my
last week, Aaron Jones, they had a reason to, and everyone was like, Aaron Jones is going to score.
He almost did. He almost did. He was close. They gave him the opportunity. He failed. That's why we cut him, because he sucks.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, I'm going to pick Justin Jefferson as my part of the anytime touchdown. Neither of us got close last week, by the way.
Where T. Higgins, his yards went over.
Yards went over. Chase got the touchdown off that ridiculous play. So,
yeah. So
Justin Jefferson, my anytime touchdown. Who do you got for a touchdown?
I'm gonna stick with what I said earlier. I'm gonna give it to you. Well, no, I don't want to do a Thursday night, but I do like the Drake London thing. But my first thought was Mike Evans, and I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna give you. Hold on. I'm gonna give you a crazy one, maybe.
Do it.
Tucker Kraft.
Oh my God! I can't.
Green Bay Packers. Tucker Kraft.
I can't believe
I saw him last week. Yes, he fumbled, but man, I was like, damn, Tucker Kraft. This kid's balling on us. He was balling last year. I believe the Rams gave up the most tight end touchdowns. I don't know if that's carried over this year. But I think the Packers probably win in LA. So, and Jordan Love's playing, yes, correct. So Tucker Kraft's going to get in the end zone. And I'm playing Tucker Kraft in fantasy too.
I don't even know what his anytime touchdown is because they're not out yet for
that makes it even better. And he's a tight end. It's going to be decently. It's not going to be probably crazy high, but I would probably say plus 350.
I mean, no, because when I go look at it tomorrow, they should have it because they have the noon slate. They don't have the later games. Justin Jefferson is plus 100, which on its own seems great.
So I think next week, if this one doesn't work, we'll tone it down and we'll try to get a winner actually, rather than Tutu Atwell and
that was a good one. Both of ours were good ones last week. I have picked a good one this week. I don't know what the fuck we're picking in Tucker Kraft. Will I be there and support it? I am supporting it.
Didn't he have the octopus last game?
Oh, God, the octopusy. Yeah, whatever.
2-point conversion and a touchdown.
Yeah, I know. All right. Let's transition to some college picks because that's what we're about too. And we're going to start on some underdogs or an underdog that we both have, and it's easy. We both know it's easy. You're going to say, oh, Tbone picking Michigan. He picked them first, okay? He makes the spreadsheet for the fucking podcast. He had Michigan on there. I didn't even put mine on there as a surprise.
Yeah.
Michigan's the dog at Washington. They are a dog. The number 10 team in the country is a dog on the road to an unranked team. What the fuck are we doing?
That just lost to Rutgers. No offense to Rutgers. I love Rutgers. I'm in Rutgers.
We're big Rutgers team here.
But
what are we doing?
So this is one of them though that's weird. Why would the books do this? They're begging us to take Michigan,
and I am.
And I'm taking the bait.
Yeah,
but in my head, it's like Washington State, who I faded last week. They're not good.
Yep.
Lost. No, they beat Washington. Washington hasn't shown anything. They scored 18 points at Rutgers. How are they going to do against Michigan's defense? I don't see it. I up front. How is Michigan not just going to ram it down their throats?
And people are going to say,
I don't get it.
People are going to hype it up because it's the rematch of the national championship. Both teams are drastically different. Both have new coaches. whole new personnel. It is a rematch in name only.
I'm going to say it, though. The only thing that scares me is if Michigan gets behind maybe a little early, I don't know if they can throw the ball because I don't know if the quarterback can throw the ball still. He can't. Okay, thank you.
I don't think so.
They have Will Rogers, who just slings it. Not saying he's any great player, but
go ahead, throw it at Will Johnson. Go ahead, throw it at Will Johnson. See what happens.
So that's what I'm banking on.
So I might be banking on the Michigan upset. Okay. The plus.
I have to take it.
Yeah, based on just me plus 112, sure.
You know last week too, same situation with BYU. BYU went on the road. They were +3. We took them as the underdog of the week. They won. The upset of the week is 2-0 with BYU being both of them. So
time out. Tell me if this makes sense to you. I looked at a little parlay, Michigan money line plus 112, plus Michigan defense anytime score plus 850. The odds I'm getting are only plus 958. That doesn't sound right.
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know. The books are cooking it.
Parlay odds calculator. You talk. I'll let you. Why don't you give? I'm gonna do a little parlay odds calculator. Picks. Yeah, give us your picks for because you're an American hero.
Yeah, I am. 5-1 last week, everyone. 5-1. If you want to make money, listen to me. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start. First pick: Army -12 at Tulsa. Tulsa's not very good. Army continues to play teams that aren't very good. They play them on the road. They play them at home. It doesn't matter. They've been covering every single spread. Last week, I bet them. My whole group chat bets them every week. They're a cash cow. They're 4-0. The option's crazy hard to stop. Tulsa usually has good defense. It's not the same. They're going to roll them. The next is going to be Navy -10 at Air Force. Yes, I am a military man. I'm on Army Navy. It's going to be the best game this year in Army Navy history at the end of the year. We're actually going to want to watch the game. It's going to be so good. They're both 4-0. Navy -10 at Air Force. I saw Air Force play Wyoming, and it was bad, man. Wyoming's first win of the year, and Air Force lost everything. They are not the same team at all. Think of Navy as being Air Force of last year. That's how good Navy can be. Same thing. Option. They're moving the ball. It's probably going to be – I don't even think Air Force scores, if I'm honest. I think it's going to be –
Really? You're going to do a blank? They're going to blank them?
I think it's going to be like 16-0, something like that. We're going to cover the spread. They're going to win by 2 scores. Easy. They just destroyed UAB last week. Easy. Part of my parlay winner. So, yeah, the military schools are cash cows right now, and they got to raise those numbers. And then my team. This is my team, man.
What's your
Rutgers. Team? Rutgers and BYU. I'm just riding you guys. I got Rutgers +7.5 against Nebraska. At Nebraska, Raiola last week at Purdue. They won the game like 14-3 because Purdue just sucks. And it was ugly. It was ugly. Raiola's trying to throw back across the field and all this nonsense like he's Patrick Mahomes, but he's not. They won the game. Again, no hate there. I mean, I wish my team could win a game in college football, but nice. Nebraska over a touchdown on Rutgers, who's 4-0, can run the ball, can play defense too. We've seen it. I just think Rutgers is better than people think. That number is a Raiola fanboy number, Nebraska fanboy number, and Rutgers. Well, wait, Rutgers +7.5. I don't know if they win the game, but it's going to be close.
Hey, am I reverbing for you?
No.
Okay, because in my headset it sounds like I'm talking twice, but that might just be my headset. So I found a bet calculator. You put in 2 bets, +112, +850. The parlay odds should be +1914. So it should be plus like 1900. So I don't know what the fuck FanDuel's over here doing. Give me plus 958 odds. That is maybe it's because I'm not logged in, but that is a bunch of bullshit right there. It should be 100 to win like damn near 2,000. But hey, we digress. No problem. I like your picks, but I like my picks more. Okay, so I'm going back to our well of the Syracuse UNLV teams, and I'm going the over of 59.5. Both teams disappoint me at multiple times. Both teams can sling the rock, as we saw with UNLV. Their quarterback does not matter, as Keith predicted. Kyle McCord is still there, can still sling the ball. No problem.
I think I'm going to ride with you on that one, by the way.
Yep. Syracuse UNLV over 59.5. My second, Alabama Crimson Tide, negative 23.5. They're covering. They don't play a good team this week.
Diego Pavia. Vanderbilt's quarterback.
Right.
He's been that guy. He's transferred from Mexico State. He's been that guy.
Yeah, he's not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. After they kind of slipped up a little bit against Georgia and let them come back, whatever, they won the game. It's good on them. Give me Alabama to absolutely thrash Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
And then my last pick of the week, the Duke Blue Devils, plus 7.5. They are here to stay. They're here to play. They are a
5-0.
Yeah, but they play a team that we've also gone against, the Georgia Tech.
We've gone against and with.
The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
I
don't see Duke winning, but give me the 7.5.
I hate that game so much.
Yep.
Due to the fact that Georgia Tech, when I rode them, because they were your upset of the week.
They were.
It was so stupid. And Duke, I don't like their quarterback. I
like Malik Murphy. I do like Malik Murphy.
You.
So that's where we're at. We will post those. Those are our picks of the week. And as we went over last week, Keith 5-1, me 1-5. It's whatever. It's fine.
I can't guarantee that every week, by the way, but good stuff.
No shit. I would assume not, but hey, maybe
if we're 10-2 though next week.
Oh, brother, we are excited for that then.
Yes, big time.
So is there anything else that you want to dive into? Otherwise, that's about it for me. It's kind of, we're at the end. We got everything picked.
We're good.
We've previewed some of the games. We got Thursday night game in there.
Please,
your game's about to play in about 20 minutes. How you feeling? Has your mood changed at all?
No, my friend just texted me already mad, saying Perkins and Gary Sanchez. ... Well, I mean, what the fuck?
You know what? Since you're mad about it, maybe do like a Gary Sanchez home run.
Jake Bauer
stinks.
I could see that. Jake Bauer stinks. He's betting 199. He was betting like 6 for us yesterday. So he's out of the lineup. So it can't be much worse than him. It can't.
That's fair.
So I don't know, but I'm nervous.
I can't wait. I can't wait for it all to come crashing down and me watching Milwaukee sports Twitter just blowing up. It's going to be so much fun.
Should I bet the Brewers?
No. Why would you want to lose money on top of getting your heart broken?
Okay, should I fade the Brewers?
I would, yeah.
To feel better about myself?
Yeah, but I hate the Brewers, so I think you should always bet against the Brewers. So
Mets are plus 110.
Real low. Should have been plus.
It started at like even, both of them, and the people have
been way too low. That should be
hammering some Brewers money.
They should be negative. They should be the favorites. That's okay. You do you. But that is going to do it for our episode 6 of the MV3 podcast. Find us on all of our social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, long form and short form, my Twitch, Coach_Gets. Everywhere you can find it. We'll be posting our picks later, probably usually I do the college games Saturday morning and the NFL games Sunday morning. but some of the breakdowns will kind of be before that, and they'll probably bleed in a little bit. But you can follow all of our stuff, give it a like, share it, subscribe, comment, whatever. Tell us we're dumb. Tell us we're awesome. Doesn't really matter. It won't hurt our feelings. Let's go blue. We're going to win. And let's go Minnesota Vikings in London.
Let's go Brewers.
Let's go. Woohoo! We will catch you later. Peace out.
Only thing with the White Sox, I say they've been coasting into the playoffs, and Tampa Bay's been having to win. It just depends on who gets hot.
The Philadelphia Eagles do have an opportunity.
To be honest, I thought you were going to say the Atlanta Falcons.
No, fuck no.
Oh god, yeah, that would have been warranted.
Paul George to show up again, and they need Reggie Jackson to be the best point guard left standing outside of Trae Young, who's hurt.